You know, folks, ever since I started doing a podcast, I get a lot of people to come up to me in my personal life and ask me questions. Like, I guess they think I know something. And a lot of the questions I get are, what's this Erika Kirk thing all about that I see all the time? And what's up with her and Candace Owens? Did Erika have something to do with what happened to her husband? And I don't watch Candace, but I see clips once in a while, and it looks pretty bad. Yes, Candace Owens and Erika Kirk seem to have this online virtual cat fight. Kind of hot. No, I'm just kidding. So, what I have decided to do, my niche going forward is going to be updates for idiots. And I'm not saying that you're idiots, it just kind of has a ring to it. I'm going to bring you everything you need in 20 minutes rather than having to watch podcast for 5 hours a day to understand everything. So we're going to do Candace Owens versus Erika Kirk for idiots. I am going to tell you things they don't tell you, which, well, basically that's the truth. Because some people think we can't handle the truth. And I am going to bring it to you in a way that nobody else can. I'm going to show you some videos. I am going to give you some commentary of this back and forth and how nasty and dirty it's gotten. Now, what I will ask you before I get into showing you some videos of Candace and Erika and their virtual cat fight, if you could please click that subscribe button. That really helps. It will allow me to come on here and give you 20 minutes of highlights instead of a 5-hour podcast. And if you could click like, share this episode, and click that notification bell, that'll give you all the latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. That's going to be like the new platform here at the Joe Rossano Show. So again, what we're going to see here is I'm going to run some videos of those two going back and forth and kind of break it all down for you and tell you really what I think Candace thinks and really what I think Erika Kirk thinks. It's going to be pretty cool. Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show. Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show. Hi, I am Joe Rossano. So, for the last 9 months or so, Candace Owens has been locked on Erika Kirk. Candace Owens is trying daily now to debunk all things Erika Kirk. That she was a perfect wife, or a perfect believer, a perfect leader, a perfect symbol of loss. Candace's investigations are to crack that structure. At least that's what it looks like. She drags out old messages, old pageant history. She drags out this influencer networks. She drags out the succession questions. She drags out claims about TPUSA monitoring her content. I'm sure they do. And Erika reacts like someone who suddenly realized the story she spent years building was no longer hers to direct. What stands out in most of Candace Owens' reporting is how quickly Erika Kirk labeled everything as a conspiracy. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Not evidence, not transparency, but emotion. With warnings. Please stop. That's what Erika Kirk says. Stop. Now, according to Candace Owens, every denial feels rehearsed. Every statement feels curated. Every response feels like someone is trying to keep the door shut that the people have already started pushing open. Candace Owens seems to be on some type of find out what happened to Charlie Kirk crusade. And here's the part that people tiptoe around. Candace did not create these questions all on her own. She kind of amplifies them. She forced all of this stuff into the daylight. She refused to let them stay in the shadows where they were comfortable. So, who do you believe? Whose side are you on? I mean, you really got to ask yourself this because once you strip away the polished language, Erica's responses do not read like someone clearing her name. They read like someone is trying to contain fallout, like she's in damage control. She did not dismantle these allegations in a manner that I think she probably should have. She tried to suffocate them. She did not counter Candace Owens' claims in the manner that she should have. She tried to just basically delegitimize Candace herself. She didn't offer clarity. That has been Erika Kirk's main problem throughout this whole cat fight. She offered controlled emotion and selective silence. And again, that's where Erika Kirk and her massive PR and influencer team went wrong. Candace, on the other hand, seems to be operating like someone determined to expose what happened underneath. It's compelling. I got to give her that. Bride of Charlie, that type of thing. I mean, very clever. Candace seems to believe that Erika is operating like someone determined to make sure nobody gets close enough to find out. You know, it's like a Netflix show. It's a conspiracy thing. One is pushing forward. The other is holding the line. And when you watch them side by side, as you're going to, you start to ask a simple question. Is Erika defending the truth or defending the version of herself she needs the world to believe? Because Candace Owens, I could tell you, is just not letting this go. All right. She has kept the Charlie Kirk assassination newsworthy longer than most professionals thought it was going to. Now, going to show you some videos of these ladies slugging it out, and then you put in the comments, you decide.
It is the general tone that is off-putting. It's the laughter that is off-putting. It's, again, we are not even 2 weeks after watching your husband be assassinated. In my imagination, I just thought she would be more upset.
Seems to be the general consensus that Erika did not take Charlie Kirk's death hard enough. Now, if you ask me, and this is, of course, if you ask, I mean, I got to tell you, some of Erika Kirk's behavior has just been very strange since her husband was brutally assassinated. So let's take a look at another one here. And this is one of the reasons why, again, there is so much subject matter when it comes to Candace browbeating Erika Kirk every day. So we're going to start here. Folks, can I ask you something? Who does this? You know, they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? I can't. I absolutely can't. Did she come out there with Nicki Minaj and come out there with sparklers and pyrotechnics? That is what I'm saying. Is think about this. If your partner, spouse, whatever you call it, was assassinated, is that how you're walking out? I'm not. I'm not even showing up. I'm so upset. And it just does not seem that Erika, and this is just what I'm looking at, the same thing you just saw, is all that upset. And when, again, Candace Owens beats her half to death all day long, every day on the darn air, I mean, I got to tell you, Erika did not help herself in any capacity. Let's see some more things that Candace doesn't like or has said about her dear friend Erika.
I should say that this is exclusively a human history feat that has been accomplished by Erika Kirk alone, who happens to be, by far, when you weigh her against all of the women that I just named, the dumbest and least accomplished person out of all of them. Widow. Now, her story has adapted a lot. She lies. Erika lies. Erika is a liar.
Erika is a liar. And she's not that smart either. I mean, do you see how dirty this has gotten? Again, it's one of those things where if you were to watch Candace Owens today, it's going to be wall to wall Erika. And I'm going to get to why that actually bothers me and bothers a lot of people. Stick around for that. That's important. I don't want to disrupt these videos. I'm just having such a good time showing them because they're cracking me up in some cases. So, let's see. Do you have anything else for our friend Erika there, Candace? Let's see. I have a feeling you do.
And all Erika cares about is money and brand and merchandise. That's what she's angry about. It's such an unbelievable thing.
All she cares about is money and stuff. Well, I have a late mother, a wife, a daughter, and 2 sisters, and money seems to be pretty important to them. But Candace does have a point. I mean, Erika made a lot of money off of this stuff, and she took over Charlie's company as CEO, it seems like 20 minutes after the guy was assassinated. And I got to tell you, folks, all I can do is put myself in other people's places. And I got to tell you, I wouldn't like that. I would not like my wife walking out on stage to a bunch of pyrotechnics with Nicki Minaj. I wouldn't like that. I would not like my wife selling cups with my picture on it and my name all over the place after I got shot in the darn neck. I just wouldn't appreciate that. Let me see if I can run one more here for you. I think I got one. Yeah, here we go. Here's another one. Okay, this is so sweet.
Her feelings toward me, someone who is trying to find the true killer. The article reads, quote, "That bridge is burned between Erika and Candace. It's more than burned. It's been blown up. There's no reason for Erika to ever speak to Candace again, ever," the family member said. Candace decided to make this her identity. It's a grab for attention, building her name and her brand and making some money off of it. That's what Erika thinks. Oh, brand being built? No, Erika, I had a name and I had a brand before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. In fact, me and your husband built our names and our brands alongside each other and apart from each other. The world didn't know your name until he died.
Now, this one is interesting for this reason. Objection to Candace Owens. Folks, make no mistake about it. All right. Candace Owens crusade and Erika this and Charlie that and TPUSA this has not hurt her bank account. Right. And that's my major concern right there with Candace Owens is all the money that she makes doing the Charlie Kirk, Erika Kirk, bride of Charlie, and this and that has not hurt her financially. It's every day. And my other problem with Candace Owens, quite frankly, is what is her end game? Her end game is what? Let me let you all in on a little secret here. Erika Kirk is never going to get arrested. She's not going to jail for conspiring to murder her husband. That's not going to happen. Candace Owens is never going to find a killer somewhere that had this plan with either our government or a foreign government and a whole bunch of co-conspirators. She's not. But that does not stop her from making a lot of money off the Charlie Kirk assassination. Let's call it what it is. Now, let's say that Candace Owens is a gracious person, all right, a humble person. Let's just say that. If Candace, in my opinion, if you're watching Candace, you're welcome to come on, truly feels the way she does, then why not cut the money train off? That's all I'm asking. And I'm going to tell you 2 things from both sides here. If it were me, right, and my friend was assassinated that I claim to love and admire as much as Candace claims she loves and admires Charlie, I'm on here for free. I would not accept a cent looking for my friend's killer, as she claims that that's what she's doing. That's fine. No problem with any of this. If you weren't getting rich in the process, I got to tell you, folks, that's really my main concern about all of this. So let's try to see how Erika feels about some of this. So what do you think, Erika? I'm sure you think something.
One of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
All right, what's my problem with this? It's two of them. One, Erika Kirk practiced that stop in the mirror about 20 times before she actually went on set and said it. Right? That is about as rehearsed as I've ever seen anything in my life. Stop. Come on, Erika. You really should have thought that one through a little better. I do not feel that Erika Kirk has defended herself in a way that she should have. Now, again, my father, rest in peace, told me, hey, people sometimes see the world differently, son. The way I would handle this is I would be at Candace Owens' house right now saying, roll the camera. Let's fight this out one-on-one, front of the world. So, what do you think I did to my husband there, Candace? How much money did you make off my husband's death there, Candace? And Erika Kirk doesn't do any of that stuff. She just says, stop. She's not going to stop, Erika, just to let you know. Let's see some more of Erika's greatest hits here. This is one of my favorites.
Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
Folks, I don't watch Candace Owens a whole lot. Here and there I'll check out, clips or whatever the case may be. But if I were just like a regular guy watching a regular show, drinking a cup of coffee at 2:00 in the afternoon, I would have to honestly say that it sure does seem like Candace thinks that Erika Kirk had something to do with her husband's assassination. Now, I'm not saying she ever came out and said Erika did this, but you saw what Erika said right there. I got Candace Owens going on every day making allegations that I killed my husband. If I'm Erika, I am furious, but you have a lot of people out there believing that, yep, Erika Kirk is this. Pay close attention to this one, folks. That Erika Kirk is working for somebody. She's what they call a handler or an asset. And her job was to infiltrate TPUSA and get to Charlie Kirk. Get Charlie Kirk to fall in love with her, to marry her, to impregnate her so she could be his handler, the watchdog for this organization, whomever it is, our government, a foreign government, who knows? I said, this is the important part. There are millions of people out there who believe it. They do. They really, really do. My problem with this is an independent. Sometimes this whole logic thing kind of creeps in, is a lot of things had to go really, really right here. And I'll give you an example. Erika first had to get into TPUSA, had to get an interview. From what I understand, that's how this whole thing started. Then she had to meet the chief executive officer. Now, don't get me wrong. As many of you may or may not know, Erika Kirk was Miss Arizona, USA. So I imagine she could get access to Charlie a little better than some of us. Okay. But how does she or the organization that sent her there, how do they know that Charlie Kirk is even going to ask her out on a date? You got to admit that was some pretty good intuition on behalf of these folks saying, hey, look, we'll send Erika in. Charlie's definitely going to go for her. How do they know? Really? I mean, what if Erika just wasn't Charlie's type? Were they going to send like some other women and keep trying until he fell in love with one of them? I mean, the first try was Erika, and he married her and stuff. And then when he didn't take money from whatever powers that be, either here or a foreign government, she gave the word, or they gave her the word that we have to eliminate your target. Again, that means that a lot of people had to keep a lot of secrets. And I don't know one person who keeps a lot of secrets. That has just been my beef about this whole entire thing, is these conspiracies. Let me get you up to speed on some of them. Charlie Kirk's not dead. He's alive. That's why Erika's not acting crazy, because, she sees him every day. He fell through a trap door and ran down a bunker. All right. And then they put concrete over the crime scene so nobody could dig up that bunker. Nobody could find that trap door. That's what they sing. His microphone exploded. This Tyler Robinson kid, which we'll do on another show, is a patsy, kind of like Lee Harvey Oswald. They made this whole thing seem kind of John F. Kennedy-ish. And that's what the folks do, many of them, especially the big Candace Owens fans out there. They think, yeah, Erika's some kind of spy. She spied on Charlie, infiltrated his unit, played a role. And when he didn't do what whomever thought he was supposed to do, or when he stopped doing it, bam, they pressed the button, as we Italians say. So what I'd like you to do, my dear friends and fellow Americans, is two things. One, please click that subscribe button. Please like, share. That helps too. Click that notification bell for all this cool idiot stuff. And I would like you to put in the comments, whose side are you on? Who do you believe here? Do you believe Candace Owens? Do you believe that Erika Kirk is some type of handler with some type of asset who infiltrated Charlie Kirk's orbit and got to him? And then when all the stuff didn't work, they eliminated him. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Candace Owens makes a lot of money off of Charlie Kirk? And sometimes things like that should be questioned. She questions everything. Perhaps someone should question her. Do you believe that Candace Owens really, in her heart of hearts, wants to find out who killed Charlie, or does she do it for clicks? That's a good question. It's a good question. Or are you on Erika's side? That Erika's a widow. She has 2 kids. Her husband's dead. And she wakes up every day and gets browbeaten by Candace Owens every day. I tell you, just go to Candace Owens' podcast. Just click a rando podcast, and it's wall-to-wall Erika, wall-to-wall Charlie, TPUSA, Andrew Covet, the whole 9 yards every day. If Erika is indeed innocent of any type of conspiracy, if she's money hungry or gold digger, or likes baseball players and basketball players and Charlie Kirk's, a lot of women do, folks, doesn't make them conspirators in a homicide investigation. Do you think that Erika has been unjustly accused, or the inferences that Candace Owens makes about Erika Kirk, do you think they're true? Or do you think that Erika is actually a victim here? Dying to hear that. As always, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, I do greatly appreciate you hanging out. Do ask if you could please take some time to adopt a pet. I say from the bottom of my heart, God bless you, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. And we'll see you next time.